The video is based on authentic writings by Padma Vibhushan Dr. Gopinath Kaviraj and Professor Amulya Datta Gupta. Paramahansa Vishuddhananda Ji was a Gyanganj yogi who introduced Gyanganj to the world.
Geographical or physical location of Gyanganj is in a vast area, maybe a few kilometers, in the Himalayan range of Tibet, where people can go with the consent of Gyanganj Paramahansas. Many have already visited there. This is a place of spiritual karma for self-benefit and also for Vishwa Kalyan. Many brahmacharis, Kumari Matas, yogis, Paramahansas, Bhairavi Matas stay there in various separate locations for them, earmarked. One Shivalingam and Navamundi Ashan are installed outside the vast campus of Gyanganj Ashram so that all can go and worship, including people from outside. Gyanganj Mahatmas believe both material science research as well as spiritual research together can bring happiness and peace to the people of the world. Therefore, both researches are being continued simultaneously. Main fields of research are in solar science, lunar science, star science, sound, biological science, medical science, various technologies, all types of Kriya Yogas, etc. etc. Various departments are set up for different branches of research, where one senior Paramahansa is the head of department. Overall in charge of the whole Gyanganj is Swami Bhriguram Paramahansa Baba. Maharshi Mahatma is the supreme of the ashram. His Guru Ma is also there in a separate place. Her name is Khepai Ma, who is nearly 2300 years of age. Maharshi Mahatma's age is nearly 1300 years. Other Paramahansas are of various age ranges, where 500, 600, 800 years Mahatmas are there in many numbers. Though all Paramahansas and Bhairavi Mas are aged, they look very young. Khepai Ma looks young, for example like a teenaged Ma in spite of such age. Most of the Paramahansas and Matajis do not take any food, and as such, they do not require toilets. Young beginners and not that much advanced spiritually are required to take food. Some Babas and Matajis do not touch earth while going from one place to another, they use sky travel. Gyanganj maintains a very comfortable one temperature throughout the year. Every day is a sunny day. At night, every day is a full moon night. Always clear sky. Gyanganj is divided spiritually into 3 stages. The first stage is Gyan, Bhakti and up to Prem, and can be called as Gurudham. The second stage is the worshipping of Mahashakti Yogi, which helps place them in Swabhav, meaning they are always in the holy lap of Mahashakti. This stage is in the stage of Mahaprakriti. This area was in a state of vast Jyoti area. Earlier there was no formation of loka or place with other formed substances. With the aggressive yoga kriya by yogis, loka or some shape of Jyotirmoy loka has been created. This state of Gyanganj is not exactly geographically Gyanganj. Now, at present, this state of Gyanganj can also be called or is equivalent to Nitya Gurudham. But now research is going on further to explore the vast Jyoti Rajya to give a shape of Akhanda Guru Rajya, to have Akhanda Guru Kripa to all the people of the world irrespective of individual sadhana level. This Akhanda Guru Kripa stage and ultimate Gyanganj stage are the same and are situated on the surface of Akshara Brahma, which is beyond Sachidanand Brahma stage, where all bodies transformed to teenage Dev or Devi bodies can remain in this state forever. All will remain forever as children of Adhya Mahashakti, whereas in Nitya Vrindavan, the state is in Akshara Brahma stage and all are teenaged, will remain in Leela forever with Rasmoi. Therefore, geographical Gyanganj, initial stage, can be visited subject to the permission of yogis who stay there. Higher Gyanganj are only to be seen or placed himself if yoga kriya or sadhana is done by human beings only. So higher Gyanganj cannot be seen or reached by ordinary persons. In lower Gyanganj, there is no natural death of bodies, but decay of the bodies cannot be made absolutely zero. But it can be reduced nearer to zero, but not zero. So deformation of the bodies is a must. For example, say, a 500-year yogi may look like 50 years or so, depending on the rate of decay of the body. But it cannot be kept exactly the same for an infinite period or time. Similarly, in the highest level of Gyanganj, there is no natural death as well as no decay of the body, meaning bodies will remain as they are for an infinite period. All are teenage Dev bodies or Devi bodies forever. Here everything is Swaprakash Chaitanyamoy. If anybody at any level attains that spiritual state, he or she can see geographical Gyanganj soil, water, all material things, all are Chaitanyamoy. So it is said Vrindavan soil is not ordinary soil, called Rojo, fully Chaitanyamoy. Also Banaras is called Swarnamoy Kashi. So, the ultimate objective of yogis of Gyanganj is to manifest the Mahajagaran or full awakening of Akhanda Mahashakti or Akhanda Guru, which is now in deep sleeping stage. Once it awakes, the world will be a place of blissful happiness and peace forever. Maharshi Mahatma stays in such a place which is geographically located as well as at the highest Gyanganj level, meaning common yogis cannot go or enter there. This place is called Manohar Tirth, which is under geographical place as well as in Chaitanya Swaprakash Loka. He worships Maharaj Rajeshwari. Only very advanced yogis can reach there, though it is located in the Himalayan range in Tibet. So far as information, Swami Bhriguram Paramhansa Baba looks after him. It has been known about one miracle of Baba Bhriguram, that there was a waterfall near the Manohar Tirth ashram. The falls used to make big sounds, which disturbed Baba Maharshi Mahatma. Baba Bhriguram caught that falls in his palm and shifted its flow a few miles away from the Manohar Tirth ashram.